Hello everyone and welcome to your second royal reading today here at MadWorldTarot. It is a Thursday as I am doing this. I have the Muse Tarot on the tarot table, which I hardly ever use on this channel. It's too nice. It's too high vibe, but we had a very nice high vibe moment yesterday. It did not come from Meghan Markle. It came from the Princess of Wales at the German, the state banquet, dinner, whatever they call it, for the German dignitaries who are visiting the UK currently. I think the Princess of Wales looked the best I've ever seen her, and she was wearing a new tiara, Queen Victoria's Oriental circlet, which was designed by Prince Albert and has previously only been worn by queens. Now very beautifully worn by the Princess of Wales. It was a really powerful message. We're going to ask what that message was precisely. A lot of people saying Queen in waiting, that maybe it's all coming sooner than we might think. Also, maybe just to silence the naysayers who are going on and on about how bad the vibe is between the Prince and Princess of Wales and the King and Queen at the moment. There's a lot of chatter about how they've all fallen out and all the grievances and blah blah blah. I think a lot of that was well, at least there was an attempt to squash some of that yesterday. So anyway, we're going to have a look, and of course we're going to ask how the tiara went down in Montecito, and we're going to ask regrets in Montecito. It was her big day yesterday, and then of course Thomas Markle wound up in ICU in the Philippines, and Catherine emerged wearing her, I think, her best look so far, and that's saying quite something after the gold James Bond dress and all the rest of it. But she just looked ethereal, really did, and in that tiara, which no one was expecting. So a little trying to lighten the energy of the previous reading by doing this, and particularly with the Muse Tarot. I hope I can remember how to read with them. It's been a while since I got these cards out of their box. In fact, this is a new box of these cards. They tend to be cards that I give away to people rather than keep for myself, just saying. So tarot, fun and entertainment, all my opinion, all speculation, just a reading. Energy here and disclaimer in the box below. So tiara moment for Catherine, tower moment for Meghan, possibly. We got the Fool, fresh start, that's new energy. It's a bit old scraggly hair there of Madame. More than Catherine's energy. I wouldn't ever imagine Catherine's hair would look like that, would you? But anyway, it's a fresh start, and of course both women having quite high profile moments yesterday and kind of staking their claims. Catherine, Queen in waiting, that seemed to be the messaging that was being picked up by everyone. New chapter, new cycle in her life, the Fool energy. She looked glowing, she looked radiant, she looked very happy and at ease compared with how she was when she first started out her royal life, when she looked very nervous and awkward and lacking self-confidence, and who can blame her in that family? Just in my opinion, of course. And Meghan, of course, also thought this was her big moment and was going to get everyone excited about Netflix and her, and as ever, and apparently she's bringing out some chocolate range or something. I don't know. Fresh start for both. So that's the underlying energy situation we're dealing with. We're dealing with temperance, which is about patience and balance and blending energies and being angelic. That would be the Princess of Wales. That would be her energy of just looking angelic. She really did look angelic in that outfit yesterday evening at the banquet. And didn't Windsor Castle, the hall where everything happened, look absolutely wonderful as well, with the Christmas tree and the way everything was done so beautifully compared with what we were forced to endure and to witness in Montecito, and not even at Mudslide Mansion. If that's Catherine's energy, temperance card there, which I think it is, that little temperance energy looks like someone who's been through it for me, the way her hair is cut and her expression. Then this is more Meghan's energy, and I would take the Fool quite literally there, because I think Meghan yesterday, for all her attempts to overshadow everyone else in the royal family, ended up looking like a fool. And I have to say, just by the way, not only Catherine looked spectacular, all the royal ladies and the German ladies all looked lovely last night, and the gentlemen as well, let's not forget them. So let's move on. Message that we're meant to receive from the fact that Catherine was wearing that particular tiara yesterday, and we got the Tower in reverse, and this is a fixing moment. Because it's rebuilding after some sort of collapse and some kind of breakdown. It can be rebuilding confidence. It can be rebuilding from a health crisis. It can be rebuilding relationships that have fractured and broken. That, to me, it tells me we're meant to see it as a very big gesture from the royal family to her, to say that they are so glad she has recovered from her health crisis, and whatever else has been going on behind the scenes that there has been chatter about. A very, very big gesture from the King and Queen to us, the watchers, to say we are delighted to see that she's rebuilding her life, her health, and that she's come back from that very difficult moment, and she's been rewarded with this thing. And I would say it's not just a health situation. I think there's a whole lot more in the background that maybe in 50 years time or 5 years time someone will be writing a book about, or spilling the beans about, or 5 days time, who knows, as I say, with all the chatter. But it's to fix that and to make it very public that they are aware of what she has gone through and how proud they are of the way she has come through it. So tell us about Queen in Waiting energy. I'm just curious about that. Just want to know what we need to see into that. We've got the 7 of I can't read the number upside down. Yes, it is the 7. I suddenly thought it was a 2. It's the 7 of emotions, which is the 7 of cups, and it's in reverse. This card is doors, opportunities, options, possibilities. When it's upright, it's very vague. It's have a bit of this and a bit of that, and play almost in that energy. Try things. It's that kind of energy. It's in reverse. It's for real now, and I think that says everything. That this is now for real. So let's move on to Montecito. And feelings when those pictures came out, the video came out. Feelings in Montecito. Yeah, isn't it so interesting? There's the devil, and the devil is sitting under the angel, Temperance. There they are, the yin and the yang. And that's an insult to yin and yang energy, really. But I don't know how else to express it. The opposites, the tension between them, the energy that they carry, the one so light and getting lighter and lighter and more ethereal, and the other getting darker and darker and darker and more sinister and more dangerous. So yeah, I suspect that there was a huge temper tantrum, because one of the energies in the devil card is anger, wild, out of control rage. So I think there was that, and I hope no one was around in the firing line, quite literally. So a lot of anger, a lot of venom, a lot of can't believe it, a lot of foot stomping, cursing, shrieking, wailing, tearing out hair, or tearing out extensions, or whatever. Possibly why the raggedy hair there in the Fool card, don't know, but I can imagine. And of course, this is just speculation and just energy I am reading here. So regrets? Any regrets in Montecito for the way she chose to play this game? Choices, life choices, any of that? Has she had any of that kind of a thing? We got the Death card. And death is about endings, and very difficult endings, and having to let go of stuff. And it's butterfly emerging, or it's a bit of a moth, so it's a bit sinister, that kind of a thing, emerging after a death kind of a moment. I don't think there's regret in there. I think it's much worse, and I think it's so bad, the energy that's coming off that card for me, that I'm not going to articulate it. I'm going to leave it because I don't want to say it. I'm going to leave it where it is. I'm going to invite you to speculate as to what that card might mean in terms of Meghan's feelings and intentions. And we will close the reading now and get some sage out and smudge everywhere and fall on our knees and pray. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again tomorrow.